Just Mr. Slinky and Anthony LeBaron, welcome to the chat. Good to see you guys tonight. I hope you are both doing well. Doing fine and dandy. Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to turn that music down a little more. Oh, cool. You can unlock music and play it and loop. I didn't know you could do this. Huh. That must be a restored content mod thing. There's no way Jukebox was base game. No way. Alright, that's a bit better. Okay. So, the rules of this challenge will be in the description below. Basically, there are two kinds of planets. Thoughts on Star Wars Outlaws. It got a lot of hate, but I haven't minded it so far. I haven't played it. I haven't really played any Ubisoft games in a really long time. The last Ubisoft game I probably played was Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I kind of just got bored. Apart from that, I don't think I've picked up another one. I love Pazaak. I too love Pazaak, whether I want to or not. Manmot6151. Welcome to the chat room, by the way. Just a quick reminder to anyone who is unfamiliar with the rules of this challenge, which are yet to be told by me verbatim. I'm waiting for a little more people to hop in. The rules are in the description of this stream. And they don't become active until I start on Peragus. Character creation basically doesn't affect this challenge at all. It just affects my ability to, actually, complete the rest of the game. When I'm not doing gambling related activities. There's no luck that's tied to gambling, to Pazaak. There's no stats that increase chances or anything. Basically, what I want in a character is self-sufficiency, because there may be times in this challenge where I am destitute, where I am extremely poor, where my credit count is extremely low, and I may not have gear. If that happens, I am, going on a bad luck streak. I will always be operating at a loss, credits-wise, and I will certainly always be under-geared. So my thought process here is to be a Jedi Guardian, or a Jedi Consular, I should say, so that no matter what, I have my Force powers. Though, argument can be made that maybe I should be a Jedi Guardian so that I can always use my hands. If I have no weapons available to me, I could always throw hands at people. Perfect Timing just finished the new 2-hour Styro Pyro epic. I don't know what that is, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm getting a flashback at T3, the mine, the lugs of fight, the nightmare. Thankfully, we can use all of our usual strategies in this run, so it won't be as bad. Welcome, Goose and Ribbit, to the chat room. Glad to see you tonight. This isn't Jade Empire. No, it's not, surprisingly. That game, believe it or not, doing all the side quests and content, 24-hour runtime, just like KOTOR 1. Just like KOTOR 1. So, yeah, fellas. Honestly, I'm kind of torn. One side of me wants to make a character who can throw hands. The other side of me's thinking, it'd be a lot more useful if I was a consular. I don't know, I kind of want to throw hands. Gambler challenge, first thing I hear coming in is I might be at a low credit amount. Yes, So, now's as good a time as any. We got 10 people in here. We got some usuals in here. Let's go over the rules. Let's talk about them, fellas. So, as you can all see, this is a gambling challenge. We're going to be playing a lot of Pazaak. But there's something about Pazaak and KOTOR 2 that makes it, you know, different. There isn't a Pazaak player on every planet. In KOTOR 1, I'm pretty sure every single planet has Pazaak, at least just one guy playing. There's no Pazaak tournament or anything like that, unlike KOTOR 2, where there's a championship you can, you know, compete in on Nar Shadda. But in KOTOR 1, you can gamble on every single planet. KOTOR 2 is different. Only 4 planets have Pazaak out of 8 or something like that. 10. So I've had to modify the rules, the initial rule set that I had for this challenge, a little bit. After throwing this 2-man Tam run you owe us. Yeah. It was basically hooking 400 car batteries up to stuff with a high-speed camera. Oh my god. That sounds like an explosion waiting to happen. Excited to see KOTOR 2 back? Me too, Evan. Welcome to the chat, by the way. So clearly your character has a healthy and totally normal relationship with gambling? Absolutely. Oh shit, is this Paz? From Metal Gear Solid? Paz. I'm gonna have a totally normal relationship with you. In a box. We don't talk about what Snake did on that island, bro. Nar Shadda last. Oh yeah, Nar Shadda is last because it is the Pazaak capital of the galaxy. Let's go over these rules, fellas. So, in KOTOR 2, there are 2 kinds of planets to a gambler. Ones with Pazaak, and ones without. On planets without Pazaak, I can play and loot freely, so I can, you know, do what I do, play the game, no restrictions, loot anything I pick up, all the things I pick up, I can put in my inventory. That's fine, you know, that's how you play the game. On a planet with Pazaak, however, looting becomes illegal. And all of my possessions, including anything equipped to me or my companions, everything, must be sold so I can divert my focus toward gambling. I must beat every Pazaak player on that planet in specific into submission, that i.e. they'll stop playing with you. Typically that's 3 to 5 times in a row you beat them. They'll say, alright, I don't want to play anymore. But if they don't have a threshold, then I have to beat them 5 times in a row. So either they quit or 5 times in a row, whichever comes first. Only then can I take my winnings from Pazaak or my losses and rebuy or buy new gear. So my inventory will always be stuff that I have found and then rebought, or new stuff I see that I buy with whatever credits I have. This is kind of a soft no loot run. Only on Peragus can I loot things and equip them, because that's the start of the game. But for every other planet, basically I am merchant locked via my own doings. I sell everything I find. I have to rebuy them. Once I rebuy something twice, it's permanently in my inventory. I can keep it. So that's a bit of a safe net there. I may remove that rule if I end up beating the game too hard. I'm thinking it won't be, though. Because, holy, what's this? Jess! We're putting it all on the line. Big risk, big rewards. Thank you very much for your Great Ape membership, Jess. Welcome to the chat and welcome to the club. Thank you very, very much. Probably appreciate your support. Bro's making me wait for Mira that long, damn. Yeah, it's true. We won't be getting Mira till the very end. She's not becoming a Jedi, bro. Peragus, I love those silly mashed potato dumplings. Yes, indeed, quite fairly. So, quick recap. Pazaak planets, non-Pazaak planets. Planets without Pazaak, I'd loot as much as I can, get it all banked up, so that when I'm on a Pazaak planet, I can sell everything for a very high credit amount, and then gamble with the rest of my money. Whether I win or lose is up to me, but I have to beat every Pazaak player on that planet, and only then can I go back to the merchant I sold all my shit to and buy new gear or rebuy gear that I had already had. If I rebuy a piece of gear twice, it is permanently in my inventory, no longer need to sell it. But apart from that, yeah. I will be going all in on any Pazaak planet I go to. On safe planets, my job is to find as much loot as possible so I'm at less of a deficit than I usually will be. Because remember, merchants in KOTOR and KOTOR 2, generally, they only buy items at 40% of their value. What the hell? Mijan Chi, Gorilla Club. Thank you very much, Mijan Chi, for your support. I highly appreciate it. Love to stay in chat, but sadly work. I'll catch up if you're still live when I get off. Cheers, cheers indeed. Enjoy your time at work. Don't work too hard now. And again, Mijanji, thank you so much for your support. Highly appreciate it. Welcome back to the Gorilla Club. So, yes. Safe planets, loot, get as much money as possible, and then on Pazaak planets, I go all in and hope that I can win more than I lose. I'll always be operating at a loss, even if I have a high amount of winnings, because I'll have like 40% of my credits. All of my items will be at 40% of their value. When I sell items to a merchant, they only give me 40% of a credit's value, 40% of their credit value. So I will be making less money in selling all my gear than having to rebuy it later. That's why the safe net is in place. If I rebuy an item twice, it's permanently in my inventory, so I don't have to keep wasting money. But I will be poor for most of this playthrough, very most likely. I will likely be extremely poor and running around with basic gear. That's why I'm thinking I either focus on unarmed damage, so I can always have some form of hands being thrown at a given time. I can always have a weapon, even when I don't have a weapon. And it'll get stronger as I level up, no matter how poor I am. And I could also be a Jedi Consular and just use the Force to constantly spam Force powers. My concern with that, however, is Force powers require quite a bit of investment in Wisdom and Charisma, and as you level up, they don't go up that much. That's just your stat boosts that go up. There's not a lot of ways to increase your Wisdom and Charisma unless you are specifically getting expensive gear and finding expensive gear to increase those stats. That's why I think I should focus on a strength unarmed build, because strength is much easier stat to buff, and even when I'm poor, even when my gear is bad, I'm expecting myself to always have a very decent strength number. So that's my thought process going into this challenge here. DM Live, welcome to the chat room. You just missed the rules explanation. If you'd like to see what the rules are, take a look at the description of this stream. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. But yeah, right now we're making an unarmed character, specializing in punching the hell out of people. I think I go 14 int just so I have an easier time on Peragus. We do want decent Wiz and Chariz, though. Chariz can probably stay fine where it is. You can bump that up one, bump that up. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think that's chilling here. Treat injury is a must, always. Persuasion is a must. And what the hell? Let's be aware. Alright, feats. There's not a lot that affects hands. I'm pretty sure dueling affects hands for some reason. Let's get toughness for now. Dark side to extort gambling money out of people. You know, that's a good point. That's a very good point. I'm not sure if I should do light side or dark side. Light side force powers are really good for buffing hands, but I do need money. A lot of money. So I may have to be evil as shit. That's a good damn point. Also, by the way, welcome Solus Eternal. Hands Solo. Look at that, we got a name suggestion right here. Hand Solo. It's perfect. It was destined. It was meant to be. Let's give it a go. So, yeah, it's a good question. I want the light side force powers because those all buff your hands, they buff your weapons, they make you strong, punching things very well, very good. But you're right, I do need credits. So I'll try to be light-sided. I'll probably won't get light side mastery, that's okay. But I will try to be light side as much as I can. But when I need money, I need money. This is what you live for, the pure Pazaak run? Yes. We're going to be gamble maxing. For sure. Beep, beep, beep. Welcome to the chat, Rhino Man, by the way. Glad to see you. And Gills. Is there a cap for how much credits you can put up for bets? That depends on the Pazaak player, but whatever the Pazaak player is, I have to go maximum bet. Whoever they are, whatever their maximum bet is, I have to fill out the maximum bet each time. So if their max bet is 40, 40 per game. If it's 100, 100 per game, you know, so on and so on. Hello there, Exar-kun. How's it going? We just got started here. We're, getting started with the Pazaak challenge. If you would like to see the rules, take a peek down below at the description of the stream. If you have any questions on the rules, let me know and I can fill you in. Gamble maxing Paz. Members, post your pure Pazaak emotes in the chat right now. If I go broke, completely broke, I will try to salvage if I'm on a Pazaak planet and I go completely bankrupt and I can't play Pazaak anymore and I have nothing to sell, worst case scenario, nothing in my inventory, no money, and I still haven't beat everyone at Pazaak on that planet, that's probably a run reset. That's probably a run reset. Oof, is the RNG less cheat mode in KOTOR 2? It feels like it. I don't know for sure if there was a specific patch note, but it feels like it. It feels as though it was better. Also, it goes without saying, but crafting will not be allowed because gamblers don't know how to do things. Like, I can't craft my gear to stand in for gear that I have. Hold on, can I sell chemicals? Are they, like, actually in my inventory? Are they sellable? I'm pretty sure they're sellable, right? I don't think they are. So, in that case, maybe I can craft, but I can't craft gear that I'll use. No, I don't have any chemicals on me. I'm stupid. Hold on, let me go get some chemicals from the bay here. The Jade curse is freed. Gambling has awakened me. Hustle space, Jesus. What cards are you thinking for the Pazaak strat? My typical strat for Pazaak's just gonna be the +1, -1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and I'll sub in the. Well, I guess I won't be able to do that till the end of the playthrough. But I like using the Champ's 1 card to win on ties. I just do the classic strat. I don't think about it too much. I just +-1, +-2, +-3, 4, 5. Usually that serves me pretty well. I haven't really looked at the KOTOR 2 unique Pazaak cards, but this is the run to do it, so I'll take a look at them, see if they seem helpful. Shots fired, wow. What did I say? You could get addicted to crack too. Make this a boss man Jack run. Gamble to free Twi'leks from slavery. Such a classic song. The chemicals. Hurts to remember. Not gonna lie, that song kind of annoyed me on the radio. It was way too overplayed, if you ask me. If you ask me. Alright, so this is a safe planet. saying gamblers can't do things. But it's true. I'm a poor, useless gambler. So chemicals aren't a item I can sell. So, okay. Any materials I find, and if I think it's smart, I can break down items I find, like low-value items. Well, I'm not spec'd to it. Not on this planet, anyway. Are there any high credit value items? Can I maximize my gain from my credit gain? I guess I should only craft at the very end of Peragus when I have my stats higher and Atten's around and shit like that. It's going to be mostly light, just to keep my light side force power costs low. But if I need money, and I can get more money from somebody, morally or not, I will get money. I will steal money. So it'll be imperfect light. Addicts can be crafty.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead?
Well, I guess you could say I was taking a chance. Rolling the die. Seeing what I would find.
Close to death. Yes,
that's not what I said.
I'd like. You have the smell of the KOTOR tank about you. How do you feel?
There's one that gets removed because of a bug in TSL RCM. I recommend getting that back. It's the one card that can give plus, minus 1 and 2. That card is busted. Oh, shit. I'll have to consider that then. They dedicate their lives to hustle and chance. True boss man Jackron, we need to juice him, and he'd need money to destroy his PC every stream. Light later is how I describe it. It's not dark-sided, it's light later. That sounds about right. Would you rather be stuck in a Kolto tank or a Bacta tank? Well, Bacta is objectively better. If Star Wars encyclopedic knowledge is anything to go off of. Maybe Bacta is just easier to create. Maybe it's actually worse than Kolto. That'd be kind of a cool dynamic to explore. Kolto is better, but it's rare. Only comes from one planet. Meanwhile, Bacta is easier to reproduce on a mass galactic-wide scale. What is the conceit? What is the conceit of this run? Somebody's on mobile. So, Owie, the description of this stream has all the rules of this challenge laid out. The concept of this run is that there are safe planets where I gamble, or safe planets where I acquire resources, and unsafe planets where I gamble. When I gamble, I go all in, I sell everything I've found, and once I beat all the Pazaak players on a gambling planet, only then can I rebuy the gear that I have found, and buy new gear with whatever's left over. Just like Darth Vader, who killed all those younglings and served as an assistant to the Dark Lord to later depose Palpatine. What is the conception? Ayo. Oh, right. I should probably get the stream thing set up here. I'm gonna put a filter, not a filter, a label up when I'm on a safe planet. There we go. We're on a safe planet. We can loot as much as we want here, and since it's Peragus, the tutorial, we can equip everything we find.
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
Well, we were playing bingo in the atrium of this strange cruise ship for old people. To be honest, I'm not old, but I did want to play bingo. And I am pretty sure I did get a bingo, and that's why they put me in the tank. Sorry, by the way.
Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
Yeah, okay, sure, I guess.
Your...
You know, if I was a Jedi, that would make my life so much easier. I could just read everyone's minds.
Even as I do not...
Light side points. Yippee! No conception because it's a... I see what you did there. Because it's a safe planet. Haha. 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 Hee hee ho ho ha. Hee hee ha ha ho. So, yeah, we're gonna be trying to use... We will be trying to use melee weapons as we have them, but plan B is, hands. So, if we are fucked up, poor beyond belief, and we are just barely hanging on, and, like, we just barely survive an unsafe planet, a gambling planet, and all we've got to go off of are our fists, it'll actually be viable. Plenty viable. Was I able to beat the honor mode run of KOTOR 2? No. I can't come back to that until I'm much more experienced with KOTOR 2. The amount of research I would have to do is certainly daunting. And that is okay. I played some Jade Empire on stream to chillax, relive some good old times. Another BioWare game made 2 years after KOTOR. It was a good break. Crab boys, indeed. Would force power focus be too easy? I thought about using force powers, but I decided against it because I'm not going to have clothes all the time. I'm likely not going to have clothes all the time. It's very likely that I'm going to be naked or using gear that does not boost my wisdom / charisma. So my thought process was to be strength based, so I have my hands at all times, at the very least. I'm pretty sure that security terminal does not give XP for learning the lore of what happened here, right? I'm pretty sure it's just a waste of time to read from that security desk. Finally, KOTOR 2, my Bay visual novel.
Be careful. There is much.
If I go completely bust, in a worst case scenario where I'm on a gambling planet where I haven't beat every Pazaak player, I have 0 money and 0 gear to sell, then I could go easy on myself and maybe scavenge around for stuff to sell, but it would be a run end, because I'm not supposed to loot on gambling planets at all. Even after I've successfully beaten all the Pazaak players. It could be funny to, you know, be a homeless bum with 0 credits, scavenging shit just to go gamble. Maybe if it was voted on. It would make a funny part of the video, for sure. But typically, no. That would be a run reset. If I am completely broke on a planet where I'm supposed to gamble, yeah. My friend and I were streaming SMT2. What's SMT2? I missed the end of Jade Empire stream, but a friend and I were streaming that. Ah, yeah, right. I'm sent to the refugee sector. Yeah, that would be the canon ending for that character. True gamblers quit life when they go bust. Persona, but weaker. Shin Megami Tensei 2. Oh, cool. That's a fighting game, right? Yay, we're learning the Force. Unarmed specialist. Bitchin'. Now, I do believe that dueling... Yes, we want dueling. So that our unarmed attacks will have extra defense and attack bonus. Yes, yes. JRPG? Ah, okay. Boomer persona. Lol. Lamau. Lamau, even. Also, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I may have noticed something, but I may be wrong, so I'm double checking. I am double checking something. Okay. We're good. Never mind. Which KOTOR species has the worst gambling addiction? Twi'leks don't gamble, they dance. Humans are certainly the gamblers. Though, with how poorly Sith civilization goes every time that they try to iterate on it, I guess you could say they're the worst gamblers. No, I swear, if we just have 2 people in the entire civilization this time, it'll work. Wonder if we'll see a stream with tooltips turned off. I did turn them off, but I had to reinstall KOTOR 2, so they turned back on. And you never know when I could forget something, you know. Gotta always stay fresh. Gotta always stay fresh. Disabling tooltips. Are you crazy? Do we count based on percentage of them gamble? Well, percentage of humans is impossible to calculate. There's just a million bajillion humans everywhere. Always. They are a majority leader in the galaxy, I have a feeling. I uninstalled the game for more space for footage for Jade Empire, but then I didn't need it. I'll probably have to uninstall some games to get footage for this run, like extra space for this run, but not yet. And Grandpa Wookie was addicted to VR gambling. Oh, that's true, but was he really gambling? Was Vampire the Masquerade ever finished? I mean, I hear that a mod made it better. You doing the restored content mod? Yes, I am doing restored content mod. Actually, that wasn't a real Sith Empire. There are more than 2 people. Nuh-uh. Those were Inquisitors and secret apprentices. They didn't count.
But you...
Rule of 2 isn't real.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniform while I've been in here?
Atten, there is no greater displeasure to my eyes than seeing you breathing. I would like you to be silent, so that I could at least simulate the idea, that I could entertain the notion of you being dead. That would please me. We're skipping all of this.
Look, hey.
Atten the Run Killer.
Great.
Why don't you just remove old, unneeded footage? I did. And I still needed more. A group of IRL friends and I watched the Star Wars Christmas special, and that scene coined the term,
Thing is,
"Oop, Grandpa's in the fuck chair." Hey, at least I got pure Pazaak. While I was skipping dialogue. Grandpa's in the fuck chair. He's looking at human women again. That a weirdo. Why is Atten's force cage force field so yellow tinted? Yeah, you don't want to know. Atten wants to play Pazaak. This is no longer a safe planet. No, he doesn't gamble with money. He's broke. He's a brokey. Not Monkey's fault he doesn't know how to make him as cool as he is narratively. No, bro, he just sucks ass. How much storage do I have? 1 terabyte on this laptop. I have 200 gigabytes free right now. 250-ish, so I should be more than fine for getting footage for this run. I think a normal run is like 120 gigabytes. It just depends if this will be a normal run or not. Shitty? Oh, it ain't shitty, it's fine. It's out of date now, that's for sure, because 2070 doesn't mean shit in the world of 5070 and all that. Just got a neural band on Peragus. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's pretty common. I don't think it's very good. Yeah, it's just +2 will. It's early game. Early game loot. He just wants to think about Pazaak. He just mind Pazaaks. I hate him. I don't care. I hate this Atten guy. Wrote my graphics card in my PC is an AMD and with a 3-digit number. Bro. Curious to see how many insulated gloves we get. This determines how well the run goes. I'm actually not sure what the highest selling item I can get on this planet is, because we need credit value. We need high credit value so we can have a chance at reacquiring gear we find. It doesn't even have to be useful gear, it just needs to be valuable. Old reliable 780. Oh man. Just upgraded from a 970 to a 1070. Man. Everyone's gonna be getting left behind at these new games that they're releasing. Just go into enormous debt and get a new graphics card. Surely. Obviously. This is the way to go. Legend screaming the Anakin episode 3, I hate you! At Atten every time he shows up. I hate you! New games are a lot of crap though. Depends on the game. Though I will admit, I've been playing an old game recently. I've been playing Borderlands 1. Been enjoying it. I like looting and I like shooting. Story's very minimal in the first game, but that's fine. I wasn't reading shit anyway. I was playing Brick. You could say it's a Brick roleplay when I'm not reading shit. True to his character. I have 490 as a spare to my 5090. Bro. The wealth that you command. SMH by head. You could get a pretty decent price for a 4090 if you really don't need it. Probably. GTA San Andreas is like the newest game I play anyway. You'll be fine. Lol. I suppose. I suppose so, dude. Does gambling rhyme with grug? Yeah, I'd say so. It's hard to see a game that does not rhyme with grug, you know? Oh, my friend is playing Phoenix Wright. Anyone here like Phoenix Wright? I turned tooltips off, what the hell? I think Phoenix Wright is funny. I think if Phoenix Wright and Metal Gear Solid ever did a collab, it would go hard as fuck. Am I doing the Pazaak run? Yes, Mr. Cake. I am doing the Pazaak run. All the rules are in the description of this stream, but if you would like any clarification on the rules, let me know and I will do that. I like Phoenix left. Have you guys ever heard of objection.lol? It lets you like simulate a Phoenix Wright court case online with your friends and just mess around and meme. That should be something I do with my chat one day. That'd be really funny. I like keeping known working components to test faults. Fair enough. I wonder how much hatred for Atten will bleed into this run from the honor mode attempts. A lot, I assure you. I have a long-standing hatred now of this man. I will hate on him forever and ever. It doesn't even matter if he's doing well. I'll just hate on him. It's all part of the agenda now. It's a new channel meme. Band practice is keeping you from chilling but wanted to drop by and drop a comment for the algo. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Heavy Metal Gear. Try not to be too stressed at band practice. I know how soul-crushing it can be at times. C3FD, my beloved. Beloved past tense, am I right? Was it too soon? Godot is okay. I only like Phoenix Wright when his red-jacketed boyfriend is around. See, this is what I'm saying. Phoenix Wright and the red-jacketed boyfriend guy with Solid Snake and Otacon. I'm telling you, the Nightmare Blunt rotation would be amazing. I'm a mainline trilogy guy. I like the OG cast. Fair enough. At least Atten is well written. If only he was good at the game. If Atten were a droid, he'd be 4Q too. That is the safe planet. This means that I have no gambling on this planet. I can gather as many resources as I want. Because on a gambling planet, I have to sell everything I own. And then go gamble. I'm safe here. I'm not at any danger of going bankrupt and possibly losing the run. Larry Butts and Otacon and Phoenix Wright and Raiden. Raiden would go hard, I'm not gonna lie. Did you know Raiden's voice actor is used in SWTOR at least 3 times? What a waste. They didn't even give him a class character. They should have done that. It's a grindcore project. There's nothing stressful about it. Grindcore? That must be hilarious. That must be. I know one of you people in that group watched Gumball. Amazing World of Gumball. Because there's no way y'all had a working definition of grindcore. An active fan interaction with grindcore. Snake hides as a box and you have to find him during the Day 2 investigation. See, it's perfect. It's literally perfect. Psycho Mantis shows up as a prosecutor against your defense. It would be so peak. It would be so freaking peak. Alright. Time to say goodbye to T3 for a little while. Grindcore number 1. Oh my god, Grindcore Nico? What are the odds that we have a honest to god Grindcore enthusiast?
So is that stupid droid of yours gonna...
No freaking way. Who's on trial? Fucking Big Boss. Big Boss is on trial for the Paz files. I knew what Grindcore was before watching Gumball. Impossible. Impossible. It's metal. I'm in my late 30s. You're in your 30s. I've been around for most of Grindcore's life as a genre. Aw, man. Which Big Boss? What do you mean, which Big Boss? There's The Boss. There's Big Boss, Naked Snake. There's Solid Snake, who pretended to be Big Boss, but he's not Big Boss. There's Venom Snake, who also pretends to be Big Boss, but he's not Big Boss. I mean Big Boss. Love Gumball, though. Show is hilarious. I love Gumball, too. That is such a good show, and it's still going on to this day. I think. You got new episodes recently. I don't know if it's still going off of those new episodes, but it's really good. Love that show.
Well,
I mean, Naked Snake, Big Boss. He
Hey,
would be on trial for the Paz files.
I'll keep...
Big Boss that dies at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4? Yes. That one. Or one of the big bosses that died before that. No, no, no. Venom Snake died first, then Big Boss was just put in a coma forever. It was very different than dying. It was very different than dying. Big Boss didn't actually die. He was not dead. He was not, as a matter of fact, gone. They were saving his body for later. Trying to revive him from the dead. Yeah? Holy, I hear the funny Bayodur sound effect. Who has... Steve Palpatine? No way. Sheev Palpatine's foreign cousin, Steve. Yo, Steve. Thank you very much for subscribing to the chat. To the channel. Venom Snake died. Then it was Big Boss who kind of almost died but didn't actually die. Then the boss died in the third game, but that was in the past. And then Big Boss actually died. He actually... Well, they thought they killed him one time in Metal Gear Solid 4, but that was actually Solidus Snake, who pretended to be Big Boss in Metal Gear Solid 2. And then Big Boss actually died from Fox Die, the virus that kills Big Boss, and anything that has the biological trace of Big Boss. That was when he actually died. That was his real Fox Die. God, I fucking love Metal Gear Solid. We'll be following your career with great interest. Indeed. Verily, sir. Shut up, Atten. I hate you. I think we got the point across. Are we even sure about that? Well, yeah, if Big Boss survived, then he would have been in Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, and they would have been peak. They couldn't keep that away from us. Unless he was actually dead. See what I'm saying? We don't have much post-MGS4 content. Revengeance! I love Revengeance. I prefer Ace Combat. Ace Combat is pretty silly. We need more military games that are just about neurodivergent people in active service doing silly things. The Metal Gear Solid of the skies, true and real. True, real, and actual. Bro, how am I missing? How am I fumbling? That guy was literally a stationary object. So, by the way, I should be keeping track of drops because, again, I need liquid cash dollary dues for Telos. I should... If only I could come back here. Maybe I should consider more intelligence next run so I can get all these mines and sell them for extra cash. If there's a next run, that is. Because, I would never reset on a KOTOR 2 run. That'd be silly. Oh, also, we are on the hardest difficulty in case that was in question. We are playing on hard mode. Difficulty, I should say. Why is the male exile so caked in this outfit? Well, listen. The amount of war that this guy has seen, it has translated into an ungodly amount of glute muscle exercise therapy. Like, how else are you gonna beat a Mandalorian if you're not absolutely packing pounds down there in the trunk, you know. If you don't have the biggest buttocks of all time, this guy, it's all intentional. That's how your IP goes. You get a few good games, then it becomes fan fiction. Metal Gear Solid 1 is actually a solid game, and then Kojima was God. Kind of like George Lucas with the prequels. You can't say no to George. He was God at that point, and he made a lot of crazy decisions. Wow, we actually made it through the Peragus heat vents without losing my shield. Usually the active shield goes down. Man, I hate these maintenance droids. Check this shit out. Lol. Lamau even. That's my new vocal stim. Lol, Lamau even. Old ass meme language. Also, I should remember to save because I'm not in honor mode. I can actually like do things. Am I on difficult? Yes. The sequels are fan fiction. Metal Gear Solid 3 manages to somehow be less fan fiction-y. And I would even say Metal Gear Solid 2 is extremely relevant, especially the philosophical debates brought up by the AI. Extremely relevant. 4 is a total shit show mess. No matter if you like it or not, you gotta admit, it is kind of all over the place. Finesse. I don't need finesse. I don't think a lot of these perks affect unarmed, like melee weapons, obviously, because that's just melee weapons. Flurry works, because, you know, it's flurry. Duh. Dual wielding doesn't do anything. I guess I could get conditioning for now. Don't have to worry about that until later. Let's get Destroy Droid. Always helpful. Sons of Liberty. Sons of Liberty good? They are not. They are not good. But you can certainly point to the garbage that is posted online today and say, man, I sure wish we had a way to filter all this. Main critique of humanity by those AIs. Humanity is not yet qualified to have free will with all the junk information they post online. The collective brain drain we are now experiencing because of it. Do not cite the ancient magics to me. I was there when they were written. I could go for a McFlurry. I like McFlurries. McFlurries with Oreos. Oh, Metal Gear 2 Sons of Liberty. Okay, okay, my bad. My bad. We've managed to avoid drowning. Thank you, Raiden. I'm so proud of you. And he was very dedicated to making sure everyone knew that they had managed to avoid drowning. Like, good job, bro. Let's open all these fields up. Yes, fight for my amusement, clankers. Do battle! Ooh, wow. Holy. Guys, I think I've learned something new today. Putting a number in your stream dramatically decreases the amount of viewership it gets. I dropped the number 1 that I was gonna put on this stream, and holy shit. I guess people see that on a stream title and they're like, okay, this guy isn't serious. This guy... Stream number 1, are you kidding me? That's novice shit. Just having a title, I guess, makes it seem like more official. 100 viewers, not an hour in. Holy, what an achievement, dude. Did I give up on honor mode? Yes, for now I'm taking a break from honor mode because I don't have the game knowledge of KOTOR 2 to complete it without wiping early. I think 7 attempts was more than enough. 7 attempts with like almost 3 hours each on all of them. Typically I'm done with the run by then of KOTOR 1 or 2. So I'll come back to it later. I'll do that run once I'm more experienced with KOTOR 2 and I have more research under my belt. But for now, yeah, I will not be coming back to it. Don't know when I'll be back to it. I'll let y'all know when I do go back to it, though. KOTOR 1 honor mode. I just know honor mode. I know KOTOR 1 so well, so it went really well because of that. I could have made it a little harder. I could have made it so that companions equal wipes as well. But, I'm not dissatisfied with my performance of KOTOR 1 honor mode. I'm getting done with that video now. It's about halfway edited. It'll be out by the end of February. All we had to do was leave Atten at home. Yeah, I'll have to consider that for the next run. I was also scared of using force powers that run because I didn't want to like waste force points when I could have been healing if my force stuns weren't going to hit. But I've just gotten advice from people saying, just use the force. Just force stun everybody. Ignore the possible chances of failing that. I'll have to try it next time. KOTOR 2 a la mode. A nice bowl of ice cream with peak RPG. You know, that's not a bad idea. Maybe once I'm hit 10k, I'll have some KOTOR 2 a la mode, and I'll let you guys see it. Am I restricted from using melee shields? No, I wasn't restricted from using melee shields. Most of my deaths from the attempts I was doing were explosive damage or critical hits and sneak attacks. The critical hit problem I fixed, but there was a sneak attack issue with Luxa on Telos, where Atten was facing her, maybe at a 45-degree angle, you know, not facing his back to her. He wasn't healing, he wasn't doing anything, he was running away from Gamorreans who were on his ass. And for some reason, Luxa still hit a 40 damage, 34 damage, whatever, sneak attack on him. And one-shot him. Because his max health is what, like 50? Because he's a scoundrel? Very useful. That was where I decided, you know what? That's bullshit. I'm gonna take a break. And I did. I've had... Someone else is doing a KOTOR 2 honor mode rule set as well. They are trying in their free time to do the same rule set, just try things out, see how it goes for them. They have an added rule as well that I won't reveal because I want it to be a surprise for people when they see that video come out. So far, they're having just as much trouble, if not more, than I was with my rule set, including the extra rule they're doing. There's lots of optimization you have to do with crafting to make sure you're as strong as possible at all times. And of course, just the difficulty of KOTOR 2 is harder than the difficulty of KOTOR 1, so it's just harder all around, especially with those rules that I added for the KOTOR 2 honor mode rule set. Buggy game. It just happens. It's okay. I'll go back to KOTOR 2 honor mode in the future, when I am better prepared and more ready. I think a lot of KOTOR 2 honor mode's variability is gear variability, random loot compared to KOTOR 1. I know where everything is going to drop in KOTOR 1. In KOTOR 2, loot is randomized. It just appears in places. You don't know what you're going to get every single run. It adds to the fun factor because every single run you could get a different loot set, a different set of gear, and run something different, which is pretty cool. But for predictability and getting geared, it's more difficult to optimize because you just have to get lucky, and not only get lucky with your gear drops, but get prepared with crafting, upgrades, and buy things from the shop, which are also randomized. The shop inventories are randomized for the most part. Let's see if there's any upgrades you can get there. That adds an extra layer of difficulty to KOTOR 2 honor mode, which is good. It's very interesting. If somebody beats me to the KOTOR 2 honor mode completion, I won't mind as long as they use my rule set and give me credit for that. But yeah, for now, as I've said, just taking a break from that challenge. It's a fun challenge, but I was definitely not having fun at that moment when I was playing. Let me go get the voice encoder real quick. Yeah, Atten was not helping at all. He was getting one shot by mines, which do extra damage in difficulty, 50% more damage. One shot by Luxa, one shot by Gamorreans. Like, the Gamorreans AI all sensed that Atten was the weakest member of the team, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna kill this guy. That's why crafting an int is overpowered. You can get the best of everything. It really is. Int is way more important in this game than in KOTOR 1. And that's another thing. I had KOTOR 1 brain. I was thinking, int is useless. I don't need it. But no, in KOTOR 2, it's meta. It's incredibly important. Incredibly, incredibly important. Bingo. Bingo, bingo, bongo. We're gonna blow up some more clankers. Here I am, still using items outside of my outside of my inventory, like it's still honor mode. I can use things in my inventory. I just have to allow that muscle memory to come back. In Atten's defense, this whole thing is that he will resurrect if he doesn't die last, which is cool when not doing honor mode. It certainly is. If only it was, you know, not honor mode. I could have an Atten clause, but I also feel like that's quitter shit, making an Atten clause, saying, you know what, when he dies, it's fine, because that would lead me to, like, use Atten all the time. It would be too meta. I would just use him in my party all the time and have no risk of losing a companion. Ever. So, yeah. That was my thoughts on that specific Atten-related quandary. Let's get Aura for later. I'm currently trying to set up a story-related challenge, Darkside character, without killing Masters. And as well as triggering the Handmaiden Jealousy arc after training her. Maybe I'll tack on an honor mode rule set for a challenge. Sure, dude, give it a try. If you stream it, let me know. I'll watch that. For sure. Alright, they're gonna come out of this cave real quick. I could end up with 4 sets of insulated gloves. That was a real thing that did happen. And it was the best. It was awesome. I can only hope for luck that potent again. This run, of course, the gambling run, is very affected by luck. as you would assume. Because I need to sell as much gear as I can to rebuy that gear again. So I have to get lucky with some really good drops. Like, maybe some heavy armor. Heavy armor that I'm not going to use already, but it's going to sell for a lot. So I can rebuy armor that I will use. Rebuy or newly buy armor that I will use. Maybe... Where can I see your rule set? The Honor Mode streams that are on my channel, the VODs for KOTOR 2 Honor Mode. Can I beat KOTOR 2 in Honor Mode? The rules are in the descriptions of those streams, each and every one of them. It's modified from my KOTOR 1 Honor Mode rule set, which are also in the descriptions of those streams, to be harder. And it's harder by necessity because of how companions work in KOTOR 2. They are used in lots of story moments. So I can't have them die for the rest of the game. If they die, I have to reset. Oh, one of my friends is playing Baldur's Gate 3. Good for them. Good for them. It's a very good game. I'm unlikely to stream it since my channel is largely dedicated to model trains. Fair enough. No problem, Fab. Oh yeah, these guys. Wow, I kinda got the maximum reflex save against that one. 1 damage. Hell yeah, model trains. Gotta love them. I swear I turned tooltips off, chat. I swear. I did! Tutorial pop-ups, there. Let's do that too. Is that the right button? That was not the right button. I pressed F5 instead of whatever I was supposed to press. Hold on, let's go back to the main menu here. Worst case scenario, I'm just put back a few minutes. Yeah, that's not so bad. It's F4, right? Or F3? Fat finger moment. Obsidian writing, fellas. Look at how much I can spam. And look how this guy will keep yapping. Normal dialogue in a normal game would have ended after like 5 skips. Frickin' Obsidian, man. Alright, yeah, no big deal. I'm a silly Billy.
Greeting.
Wow, I was clicking so fast at that lower part of the screen that I overrode my energy shield. Lol. So we should start getting random drops after we hit our spacesuit. After we start getting moving to the dormitory section of the Peragus mining station. I'm gonna skip through the dormitory section in order to come back later with Atten, so I can open things without destroying them. Should be very helpful. You just beat KOTOR 2 for the first time today? Oh, awesome, dude. Unrelated news, that droid just 6-7'd me. Somebody replay that. But yeah, congrats on beating KOTOR 2. What'd you think? Did you enjoy it? Have a fun time? I do hope so. Hello, can I... No, I guess not. There we go. Yes. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna replay it soon for a dark side run. Heck yeah, dude.
Made it.
Enjoy your run. When I first played KOTOR 2, I only ever needed to play light side. I don't really play dark side playthroughs in games. My first full-fledged dark side playthrough was my Grug run. Can I beat KOTOR as a normal guy? And I've been playing KOTOR forever. Ever since it was... Well, not ever since it was first available on the iOS, but a long time. It was one of my childhood games. So like 15 plus years passed before I actually did a real dark side run. Just because I feel guilty when I do dark side runs. Now I can appreciate the comedy and the silliness and the goofiness. And I can also see how interesting it is to play with a little bit of dark side nuance in this game in specific. Don't get me wrong, there are plenty of murder hobo decisions in KOTOR 2, but they can be pretty interesting as well. Right, I have to go to the terminal and turn that thing on. I'm pretty sure this terminal doesn't give XP for reading everything, right? I'm pretty sure that's only like a few terminals on Peragus, not every single one of them. Okay, fellas. We're in the space suit. Who's ready for the Harbinger cutscene? Me. I am. Sorry, sister. Looks like your order is up. Me when I'm in the kitchen making dinner for my sister. I don't have any sisters. I got my shield on. Best dark side moment. Oh yeah, in KOTOR 1, I remember what you're talking about. The Volker base. The funny, evil-ass, corny quotes that you can make when you're just being dark side in KOTOR 1. The cutscene! I love how comically fast the spacesuit moves in this game. Yeah, it's because the first game was so damn slow. They were like, "Hey man, can we just like speed this up?" Playtesters were like, "Come on, let's not have that again." Totally fair. I enjoy Darkside in KOTOR 2 because it gives another perspective of Krea's real motives during the Enclave. I still prefer Lightside story though. I agree. Run, Forrest, run. Listen, if I am done with the space section faster, granted, not as fast because of the Harbinger cutscene, but if I can be done with it faster, it's nice. I don't remember, is this the only space section in the game? I'm pretty sure it is, right? You don't go into space on Godot's ship. There's no Leviathan. This is the only space section in KOTOR too, right? No underwater either. For KOTOR 2, it's either mind tricking the exchange goons or the press button. You mean this button? Yeah, I love those. Mira wears the spacesuit. Oh yeah, in base game, she doesn't wear the spacesuit into the Jek-Jek-Tar because it's bugged for some reason. With restored content, yeah, she wears it. Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. Or Skeletor's voice. You mean this button, He-Man? Explode! We could have blowed this guy up, Spider-Man. Always worked for me. It didn't work for me when I played it recently. I blame Windows 7 for the bug in retail. Yeah, it was a bug for me when I was doing it, so... Mira was just walking around with nothing. No protective gear on. She was just choking on the fumes, dying. Coughing.
He has come.
He has come. Until we meet again, Eyeless 2509. I can't believe how long this cutscene is. Well, Metal Gear was coming out around the same time, right? 2004? I'm pretty sure that was Sons of the Patriots 2 years before, so, you know, they had to, you know, show their cutscene chops, right? Every scene needed one. MGS3 has the latter. We have the Peragus Harbinger cutscene. Let's frickin' cut some clankers up. Now I don't... actually no, I should probably skip every single clanker so that I can get Kreia to double the... well, not double. Give me extra XP for killing them when I bring her here. I should just absolutely skip everything. 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 Whee! Can't freeze me, idiot. That's not the door I need to use. I keep forgetting I can use things in my inventory. It didn't run out, did it? No, it didn't. Armor, there it is. Yep. Bitchin', as they say. No, I'm frozen! Let me out. Whee! Let me out. Low-key, I think KOTOR 2. Padawan robes, that's a really good find. I say, because... I say, remembering that they're actually dog shit. They're not that good. Alright, I have 14 int. I should be able to guess the code, right? But I'm int. I have int. Can't I guess the code? I thought that was a thing you could do with 14 int. Right? I have 14 int. So modding KOTOR 2 allowed by your rules. For... what do you mean full mod build? I wouldn't mod this game. I need the data pads to be able to guess the code. Ugh. Okay. So I think we just destroyed this console. It's fine. There's more XP to be gained from coming back here with Kreia than guessing the code. Unless I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure there's still more XP from killing the enemies. Hi, Kreia.
I have felt a disturbance. Our enemy is here. We must leave at once.
Our enemy? Are you telling me the venue isn't paying up for our bingo victory?
The one that fired upon the Ebon Hawk as we attempted to rescue you. And he will not
There's
let us
full
go
mods
without
built from
blood being
Reddit.
shed.
I wouldn't mod the game. I wouldn't mod the game for any of my challenges. The only challenges where I mod things is to make things possible. For example, the Grug run I did, where I can only play as a soldier. I used a mod to stay as a soldier throughout the entire game, rather than be a soldier and then have a bunch of useless Jedi Guardian levels. Granted, that would have added an extra layer of challenge, and I thought about doing it because of that, but I don't use mods, graphics, or anything. I just keep the game the same, unless it's like, you know, the restored content mod, or a mod that makes a challenge possible.
We need to make our way to the docking area on this level. I fear the airlock has already opened.
I
If
just
so,
wouldn't...
We must be on our guard. If we can...
If any of those mods has any sort of small effect on the game, there could be, like... There could be problems. I just wouldn't. Powers. We want Krayt to also be buffing our team here, so just Force Valor. That's fine. Alright, can we just turn around right now? Cool. We'll get the loot after me and Krayt clear the place out. We're gonna air this place out. Padawan robe. Hey, it's some defense, right? It's something. Get you a mine and laser. Nice. Let's do this.
This shall not stop us for long.
No, I would use RCM. RCM's allowed just because it's RCM. I was thinking about not using RCM, but it was requested, so that changed my mind. There are a lot of arguments to say no RCM, though. There's a lot of sections in RCM that are just still not complete, despite that being the objective of RCM. There are still some bugs to RCM and some long sections that extend the game without really adding anything. But
I will silence this one.
RCM is still good. I would also say KOTOR's restored content mod is fair game in terms of just general challenge rules. But apart from that, yeah. No others. I love Constitution in this game. By the end of the game, you had 521 XP, HP at level 25. You gotta love how it scales. For sure. So I'm guessing that we couldn't get past Telos because Atton's made of glass. In KOTOR 2 Honor Mode, yes. That was the main issue. In this run, Gambling Run, we have much different rules to go off of. The rules for KOTOR 2 as a gambler are in the description of this stream. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and I will clarify. Does the droid planet have Pazaak? I don't think that's in the restored content mod. If it is, then I'll look into it. I don't think it does, though, normally. I don't think it's in the mod, I mean. And even then, I don't think it has Pazaak. Hiatus? It's hiatus, yeah. I'll come back to it. It's still a good challenge run idea. I'm just not going to do it right now. We got more clankers, Kreia.
Yes.
We gotta destroy them. Destroy them all. Guys, I just remembered something. Have you all heard about Punch, the Japanese monkey? I am very invested in Punch's story because I am also an ape, as is my namesake. I stand with Punch, and anyone who bullies Punch shall feel his namesake upon them. Seeing Kreia with 2 hands is so weird. Don't worry, we won't be getting used to it. Bingo, level up. Love to see
Yes.
level up. Got him. Speed it up. Clear them out. This is the last one, I'm pretty... No, there's 2 more. I remember, they're in the dorms. Let's get that level up in. Boop, 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 boop. Flurry. Valor should be fine. We'll use it later. But it should be fine. And of course, Aura is great for Kreia, since we can have her give us those buffs. Constitution went from being meh in K1 to extremely important in K2. Why can't I loot this corpse? There we go. And at the same time, by endgame, your character is too OP. I would say, yeah, that's about right in most runs. Lornan implant, what does that do again? Oh, that's actually really good. That's actually a really good drop. Damage, immunity against energy, which is like the most common damage type in this game. Extremely useful. KOTOR 2B plays Matt Murdock. So, Amira Luca. I wouldn't mind that challenge. Foresight only. I think it would get kind of boring though. Just like having infinite foresight. It's not that hard to see, right? It's not that hard to see what you're doing. Now, if I had to play KOTOR 1 or 2 blindfolded, I would be totally cooked. KOTOR 1, I could probably get pretty far in. I know where to go. I can have a map of KOTOR in my head. I would just not be... I wouldn't time things correctly. I would probably go into doors at the wrong time on accident. But I would know where I was going. Supposed to be going. Kreia... We got a little more damage to do.
What is it?
Just 2 more clangers. Flurry's defense penalty can be punishing, especially if you miss consistently. That's why I usually wait until I have Flurry mastered, because in KOTOR 2, Flurry's no penalty at all. You're finally off the clock, and I'm here to say, Grug. Rhymes with Grug. Welcome, Jess. Thank you very much for joining channel membership, by the way. I appreciate that very much. Always love to see support. How was work? Not too bad, I hope. Damage immunity to energy means you can't take damage from lightsabers. Yes, it would mean a partial immunity to lightsaber damage, yeah. Seeing Kreia with the blaster is even weirder. Yeah, I usually keep her with a firearm or a ranged weapon in general, so that I can let her focus on being a buffer, so she can just cast force buffs safely in the back line. Indeed. Quite. I'll be back to get all these locked chests once I have Atten and we clear out HK 50. I always mix up HK 50 with HK 55 in SWTOR because they have similar numerical names. I don't honestly remember the SWTOR KOTOR HK 55 quest. I would have to do it again. It's been a long time. Work was good considering I was up till 3:30 a.m. Oh my god. Less tired. Well, it's good that it's over, huh? If your character is good melee damage with good attack stats, the power attack might be best. Yeah, I hear a lot of talk about how power attack is technically better because of its gambling chance. If you get a crit with power attack, the rewards are higher than getting a crit with flurry. But flurry is more consistent. I think having an extra attack in general is just more consistent than the chance of getting a crit. I think crit strike builds are decent, good for melee because the stun you get from crit builds scaling off of your strength stat is a lot better than a than a stun chance that scales off of your intelligence because, well, in KOTOR 1 there's no reason to have intelligence. Maybe it's better in KOTOR 2. May also be more items in KOTOR 2 that buff your intelligence. In KOTOR 1 there's only one implant that buffs your intelligence, and it drops from Gaddon. That's it. I don't think you can get it anywhere else. Consulars miss more with melee, at least early game, at least not as much as K1, given the melee progression for all classes is made the same. I have a confession, I've never gotten past Telos. I was a child. Well, I think if you played now, you would have a more fun time. You would have a much lengthier adventure. And don't worry, I understand pain with Telos. Not in the exact same way, different rule set and all, but I get it.
What is it?
It can be painful. I think all stats are just better in KOTOR 2. They probably are, yeah. Charisma certainly is upgraded a lot, very noticeably. Charisma, int, con. Dex and strength are always good, but yeah. Stats that were not good, important in KOTOR 1, certainly. Much more purposeful in K2. I didn't miss any loot in here, did I? Oh my god, I did. I need everything. Everything! I think what scares me from picking this one up is I am a min-maxer and I know stats actually matter. TBH, if you're playing in normal difficulty in KOTOR 2, you're fine. You're not gonna have any problems. Normal difficulty K2 is fine. It's advanced difficult difficulty K2 that actually requires a bit of brain power. $150 XP from that, nice. Charisma does more for dark side than it does light. Well, Force Plague and Force Wound are very good damaging single target force powers, and Force Lightning, I guess you could say Force Lightning is outshadowed by Force Wave, especially if you're a consular. But Darkside has some use for Charisma, especially if you want to use Force Speed. Force Speed, well, no, that's a universal power. It's more if you want to use Valor and Aura with your Darkside build. Though you can easily omit those if you're Darkside. Especially if you're Marauder. Marauder just gets a crazy buff.
What in space
More.
is going on?
More.
Who's this?
Gambling, you
Another Jedi?
say? Yes, indeed we are gambling, Anohito. Welcome to the chat, by the way. So, if you'd like to take a look at the rules of this stream, they are in the description. And if you have any questions about the rules, I will clarify. Tell me to pick up the Steam Deck and play KOTOR 2. BB, let's go. It's on Steam Deck, I think. If it's not on Steam Deck, I'd be surprised. Because, you know, KOTOR 2 is on Switch. If it can run on the Switch, it can run on the Steam Deck. Gambling our democracy away, so true.
Alright. I'm guessing that yeah, and
Hello, at
good thing we have a clear run to the ship.
Threat.
Threat.
Master, perhaps I did not enunciate clearly the last time we spoke.
Stat requirements for perks, that would be very Fallout New Vegas.
For rescue.
For balance purposes, I don't think that's really necessary. Maybe in an honor mode, like an official KOTOR 2 honor mode that's decided by the people remaking KOTOR 1 and 2, that could be a thing. But in base game, I don't think it's really necessary. I really do hope that we get something similar to honor mode in the remakes for a unique challenge. They did it for Jade Empire, of all things. They gave Jade Empire a Jade Master mode when they remastered, like, I don't know, optimized it for modern systems, whatever they did. I love democracy. Me too. Good thing we have a clear run to the Pazaak dent. Master, you cannot gamble. It is poor for your mental health and your bank account. You can't stop me, Clanker. I will gamble. I believe I did not enunciate clearly last time. No gambling. Well, I will be gambling. I hope you know that. Don't make me fight you, Clanker. My gambling addiction will not be stopped. Alright, Atten. Atten bland. Atten, I do not stan. Let's get you in working order. Let's get you to a degree of acceptability. And the worst part is, rogues don't have treat injury, so even when this guy gets hurt, I can't heal him. God, I hate Atten. I hate him so much. Grrr, rawr, and all that. This guy makes me most peeved. Peeved and unhappy. We can actually use our shields in our inventory since this is not honor mode, thank God. Oh, I don't have a shield on Kreia. Oh, I have a Peragus mining shield on Kreia. Oopsie poopsie. Okay. Give us aura. Normal attacks at and no fucking sniper shots ruining your defense.
I hear.
Well, I'm not on road. Why am I worried? Here, just use destroy droid, please. Don't be a fool. Nice.
More where that came from. Everyone down.
Here I am playing like my life depends on it. Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Got him, lol. We need to release the Kreia files. The Kreia files. I do know that Kreia has some nasty stuff going on in those files. She's gotta. Think about it. She groomed Revan, trained Revan. You can't do that. You know how many people died because of that guy? SMH my head. Yeah, there are no incentives to staying neutral, are there? I was thinking about doing a neutral run of KOTOR 1 or 2 one of these days. Just making decisions that keep my morality dead in the middle of the game. Of the morality system. But, like, it doesn't change much. It makes force powers cost a little more on both sides, and apart from that and, like, the story, nothing really changes. It's not much of a challenge. It's just the experiment. It'd be a little interesting, but just not that entertaining, I think. Atten is in the files. He literally is. The shit he used to do in the Revan's army was diabolical, what he did. Straight up not chill. Torturing, killing Jedi. And a girl that he fell in love with. Fell in love with her as he tortured her to death. Killed her because he fell in love with her. Yeah, what an upstanding guy. Atten is the files. Revan groomed Bastila, that's also kind of true, given their age difference.
I hear you.
It is very saddening to hear the age difference. Is it Valor or Aura that gives a bonus to force the stats? Valor.
What is it?
Better not fail this, Atten.
Pure Pazaak.
Pure Pazaak. Energy shields. Man, it's gonna suck having to rebuy energy shields once I go gambling. Once I go freaking gambling. Alright. My demolition needs to be 10 in difficulty for me to be able to blow this thing up. Fuck. Oh no, wait, I got it.
Yes.
I hear you.
Over 200 apes. Good job, monkey.
Thank you very much, Goose. And yes, over 200 people in stream. It's an achievement. Thank you all very much for watching. I highly appreciate it. This is awesome. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many age gaps some would consider to be unnatural. Lol.
I'll just leave
Padme.
this right here.
Padme is right. Makes you wonder if Padme had a thing for clones. Given that they're all like 10. Okay, no, that's a terrible joke to make. That's not funny. Atten is 100% in the files. He gets annoyed when you find clothes. That's true. I remember that. I remember him doing that. People would be like, oh, he's just a lovable scamp. Look at him. He's just a silly little horn dog. No, bro. That
Yes.
guy is evil. No, Mordecai. That guy is fucked up.
Just say the word.
If Achuta. Yes. Funny Twi'lek speak. Alright, do I pick up with 10 demo? Or do I blow up? Oh, look at that. We pick up. Age gap between Anakin and Padme is the most normal. What, because she's a woman? Is that it? It's okay if she groomed him? I'm
hear
joking.
you.
Just say the word.
It's a little weird. At least it's only... How much is the age gap again? How old was Anakin when he first met her? Is it like 6 years apart? 8 years apart? If it's less than 10, it's fine, I guess. There's still the context of how they met and when they met. And how he was almost certainly fantasizing about her for all of his, like, developmental years in the Jedi Temple. But, like... I don't know, man. 5 year? Okay, it's just 5. Han and Leia having 15, yeah, okay, yeah. That's a little... That's kind of the origin of all this, isn't it? Just a little bit. 5 isn't so bad. If they had, like, met when they were both 20, like, in their 20s, he was 21, she was 26, it would totally be fine. But the fact that they met when he was 9 and she was 14 or whatever, it's a little weird. Best romance plot, no doubt. He was 6? Okay. No way she was 11. No way Padme was 11 in The Phantom Menace. How old is Natalie Portman? How old is she? She's 44 years old. She was born in 81. And Phantom Menace was 99, right? 99. So she was 17... No, 18. She was 18 when she was in that movie. Yeah, no way she was playing an 11-year-old. No way. He was 9. Yeah, she still doesn't look like she was 14, but, like, at least that's a little better than 11. She was 18 years old when Phantom Menace came out. She was probably 17 when she was filming, though, now that I think about it. But I don't know. I don't know how long that movie took to make. Yeah, she does not look like she's 14, but it would be very weird to have a 14-year-old, I guess. I don't know. Star Wars movies. They don't really... Apart from The Phantom Menace, they don't really do kids in Star Wars movies. They don't really have them act at all.
What is it?
Here, get the stat boost to Atten.
I hear you.
Ooh, shoot, he needs the gas mask. We're getting distracted. Remember the goal, boys. Pure Pazaak. Was GL in the files? Green Lantern? I mean, yeah, probably. Given that one comic.
Leave this right here.
I think GL was absolutely in the files. Again, in New Hope, Leia's like 19 and Han is 32. Yo, heavy battle armor? Is that Mandalorian armor? That sells for a lot, right? Okay, it looks like Mando armor. It'll probably sell for a lot. It's heavy armor. They always sell for a lot. Yeah, New Hope is weird. Very weird. But then again, I don't know why people thought that was okay back in the day to have such an age gap. That was like something you wouldn't bat an eye at in Hollywood back in the day. Or just in, like, general in society. And the only other Star Wars things I can think have kids in it are younglings in Episode 3, yeah, and Episode 2, and that kid who got shot in Andor. And that kid Vader kills in Vader killed somebody in Obi-Wan? Oh, right, yeah, because Shiva was a Padawan. But then she came back because she was angry. Man, now that I think about it, Darth Maul was a big can of worms for dark side survivability. He came back because he was just too angry to die, and now everyone who's a Sith and doesn't die is because they were too angry to die. This is the Maul clause. It's all his fault. It's all Maul's fault. Better call Maul.
Yes.
Well, I guess Darth Sion was inspired by that. No. I guess he set the
I'll
precedent.
just leave this right here.
I think Darth Sion is like the first Sith to come back by just being too angry to die. That idea as a concept. Or maybe there were some Legends comics before him, I don't know. But I think it was just him. Padme, but it's her when she was in The Professional. I haven't seen that movie. I haven't seen a lot of movies with people from Star Wars in it. Apart from like Indiana Jones. And the Batman animated series.
Let me take care of this.
I haven't watched any of like Carrie Fisher's works or the guy who played Lando, that TV show he was in, really famous for. Just some basic,
Let me
just
take
some
care of
basic
this.
movies. I should really go into the more battle armor. I should go into the filmography, more Star Wars people. Was Scion first, I think? I think he was. That's what I thought, but I'm not sure. If there's a bigger nerd than me in the chat who's like, actually, there was a comic from 1999 where Exar Kun got stabbed in the chest, but he came back. Maybe the whole trend was started by Exar Kun, seeing as, you know, he did turn into a Sith ghost. That wasn't a thing, but then it was. Darksiders couldn't become ghosts, but then they did. But who knows? Palp came back multiple times in Legends. Maybe it was him. Well, he was a clone that one time, right? He had a young clone version of himself. Wasn't that the main way he came back? The main thing he did? Actually, hello, Ben Canlon. She was really young in the professional and uncomfortably portrayed. Oh boy. That's the part of the sequel hate I don't get, when people make fun of Palpatine somehow being alive. No, that's, you can still absolutely make fun of that. You can absolutely still make fun of Palpatine somehow being alive. They didn't build up his Legends return in any way. They pivoted after killing Snoke to Palpatine because they had literally nobody else. Sequels are absolutely still blech. Somehow Palpatine returned, and they fly now. Woe is me. If they had, like, somehow built up that, oh, actually Palpatine was behind this the entire time, with hints, then maybe. But we were expecting it to be Snoke all the way down, and then Rian Johnson said, nope. And then, even then, we had no idea who the hell Snoke was, or what his deal was. He was just, hey, it's me, Jon Snoke. Nothing for him. Nothing. I had in my head this idea that maybe the Sith planet of Exegol had a secret order of Sith who were akin to the Legends order of Sith in the Old Republic, who still lived by the old values of having a Sith society, while the Order of Two Sith were wandering around the normal galaxy. And the Order of Two Sith would sometimes come visit the old Sith and be like, you guys still suck, by the way, you haven't come back yet. I don't know. It's all headcanon.
Something is wrong. I sense no one on board.
You sense no one on board? Sense any assassin droids creeping up behind us like last time?
Everyone here has been slain, yet there are few signs of battle. No carbon scoring, no blast of fire. This place has been hit by assassins of a different...
Then what do we do? You two...
Are we for real though? Like, none of the soldiers in this ship missed shots fighting the assassins? I blame Palp coming back on Rian Johnson randomly killing Snoke for fun. You can certainly, yeah. I didn't think Snoke was good either, but yeah. It is partly to blame there. When does the gambling start, am I right? As soon as we're off this planet. We are gambling pretty hard.
If the...
Well, of... Well,
Kreia influence. Yay! So, as the rules do state that Peragus is one of the
me
few
take care of
safe
this.
planets in this game, and the only safe planet where I can loot gear and equip it afterward when I find it. So, I have to make the most of my time here, get as much loot as possible before heading to a gambling planet, so I don't have a huge deficit of credits. I will have a deficit no matter what, because gambling and selling all your inventory and then rebuying what you can will always have you operating at a loss of at least 40%. But if we can lessen that with winnings and stuff, then all the better. All the better indeed. We gotta find as much as we can. It's like an extraction shooter. It's like Marathon. Assassins, come fight me. Let's get this over with.
I hear you.
Sequels had the opportunity to be good if they hadn't dicked around. The Force Awakens, I don't like The Force Awakens. I'm gonna be 100% with y'all, I hate it. Because J.J. Abrams did absolutely nothing to differentiate that movie from A New Hope. All he did was dig up A New Hope and say, yeah, this one was mine. Everything I did was original. It's a love letter, by the way. No, it's not a love letter. You just suck at making original movies. When he did try to make original stuff by doing a new Star Trek series, I don't think anyone liked those movies. They made a lot of money, but I don't think anyone liked those movies. I can't say for sure. I didn't watch those movies. I'm a Star Wars fan. I don't pay attention to Star Trek. But from what I remember about the discourse of those movies is that they're weird. They're strange. And it's because JJ. He's not a very good director. That's just the truth of it. That's the front and center. That's the simplest understanding. The simple, honest to God truth. He should not have been given Star Wars. Oh, I don't get full XP just for watching one. I have to watch the last one, don't I? But I'll do it. JJ is not a good director, and not even The Force Awakens is good, in my opinion. You can't just copy A New Hope, not beat for beat, but beat for beat, and say, yeah, well, yeah, I'm gonna make something new, I swear, guys. Like, no, you're not, dude. Even Episode 9 was very, very close to Episode 6. Without, you know, without looking at the glaring, terrible, poopy, bad plot, much of the structure was similar to 6 as well. You start to see this trend of JJ being like, why iterate when I can emulate? I have a dislike for JJ. I can go at length, but I won't. Because I think you guys get the point now. I don't want to be one of those Star Wars fans that's like insufferable.
I hear you.
Wait, is it not this room? It's the next one. Sith assassins, come get me. I'm all buffed up.
More where that came
All
from.
the Disney movies. Episode 6 is your favorite Star Wars movie? Fair enough. Good movie. I just wish George was not afraid of putting Wookiees in Star Wars after the flop that was the Star Wars Christmas special. I really wish Episode 6 had been on Kashyyyk. That would have been really cool. But alas. But alas.
I hear you.
The rest of Episode 6 is literally fine. It's really good. Sure, Luke's plan with Jabba kind of doesn't make sense. Kind of doesn't make sense. But it was cool. It was cool seeing him jump off the the plank and, throw Boba Fett into the Sarlacc pit. Well, technically Han did that. Oh my... Yeah, episode 6, Luke's plan kind of had a lot of luck involved, to be honest. Yeah, don't get me wrong, he cleared out most of Jabba's gang. And there was good purpose in having him fight people and
I hear you.
get captured himself. The audience wanted to see our slime Luke fight as a Jedi. If he had made a good plan, we wouldn't have been able to see that. So, like, there's a good reason for him to have, you know, fumbled the bag a little bit with his plan and get his entire team captured, except for Lando. Wookiees are the most fan service alien. It's true. The music that plays during the Starlight Pit is so good. It truly is. Indeedly, quite, verily so. I'm pretty sure Luke's plan relied on Leia not getting caught. It's fair enough. I guess if Leia had been fine, he wouldn't have had to show up. But even then, why was Lando there? If the droids could have just walked up. I guess Lando was just the initial scout, so that he would know if, you know, C-3PO and R2 would not be scrapped immediately. And I gotta wonder if, like, the Rebel Alliance was, like, wondering where their commander was. Like, oh yeah, Luke's planning an op right now. He's working on getting Han Solo back while we're idling around in space, waiting for him to get back and finish up with that. Lando's there in case crap went wrong. And to be fair, Lando kept his cover. He did a damn good job at his part of the plan. Nothing went wrong with him. So it's good to have him to fall back on. Disney's biggest shitstorm, The New Republic. I think it's really lame and stupid and dumb when, to continue a story, the achievements of past main characters are downtrodden and shitified, suggesting that at the end of Episode 6, the New Republic just sucked so bad that they let the First Order reform, and Jedi Temple that Luke made sucked so bad that he created Kylo Ren. That's just such a lame, devaluing way to create something new. It doesn't build off of anything. I mean, Filoni's been trying to build off of that whole idea of the New Republic failing with the Mandalorian, Ahsoka, all that. But, God, the sequels just need to be made non-canon, dude. IMO. Don't even get me started on how dumb the tactics were for the Resistance. Yes. Tactics made just for a scene. You know, I'm actually kind of sad I haven't found a Vibroblade yet. That'd be a really nice drop right about now. Because I don't think I'll be able to loot a I can't loot a Vibroblade on Telos, because that won't be allowed. It's an unsafe planet. If I don't get a Vibroblade now, I'm not going to have one for a while. And that's okay. I planned for this. I'm hands solo, after all. But still, it's nice to have a sword at the ready. Did your shield run out? Oh, it didn't? There it is. Onward. Oh, hey, guys.
Yes.
There's a guaranteed drop soon for one.
Time
you
to
say
even
so.
the odds.
My main character's stuck, he can't fight. Got him. I find Ahsoka really shows how dumb the New Republic is. Everyone except Mon Mothma and Hera that are involved in the New Republic are just idiots. Like, the New Republic is not worried about Thrawn at all. Not worried about the best tactician since Revan. Well, I guess all the people in the New Republic are casual Star Wars fans who have no idea who Thrawn is. Because, he wasn't in the original trilogy. Therefore, not real, didn't happen.
Yes.
Speaking of Thrawn and Ahsoka and all that, what are you guys' opinions on the Mando movie that's coming out? Mando and Grogu. And as not just Mando and Grogu, but Rada the Hutt. Rada the Hutt is a muscle-bound Hutt gladiator. Isn't that, like, the best? Isn't that so fucking hilarious? I think it's hilarious. I think it's the greatest thing ever. Rada the Hutt, from the Clone Wars movie, the little bastard that nobody liked, is a grown-up, muscle-bound gladiator who's gonna beat up the Mando. Still on Peragus? Not for much longer. But yes, this is a long-ass planet, and it's the only complete planet in the game, so they had to milk it for as much time as they could. Medbay time. Don't care, ain't gonna see it. I would really love it if this run becomes deathless. Yeah, if I'm at... Well, if it's deathless, I wouldn't be that surprised, because I have much less restriction put on me in a normal run of KOTOR too. Healing in my inventory, especially, being very important. Gamorrean gauntlets, that's big. Big for melee. And I did get some insulated gloves. Very nice. Gotta put those on. We love our insulated gloves. They are my favorites. Kreia, turn that droid on. Pause. Good unarmed challenge run, unarmed and int for crafting. Unarmed challenge has been done before by British Guy Gaming, so I can't do it. It was my original run idea for doing KOTOR 2. I wasn't going to do KOTOR 2 honor mode, I was going to do KOTOR 2 but unarmed. But he made a video for KOTOR 2 unarmed, like, as almost in the same month that I was preparing to do that video. So I was really bummed when I saw that. I have this thing where I really don't want to do any challenges that other people have done, even if I can do my own twist.
With him or Sith.
I want to do my own thing.
Checking.
Don't want to be on anyone's back. More hyped for Dune Part 3. Have they done any trailers for that yet? I'm very interested to see what they do for that movie. I've read the Dune books. Not all of them, but enough of them. I already know that Part 3 is going to be controversial. Season 3 fizzled out of Mando. I'm not a big fan of the actor after that creepy thing he said. Pedro Pascal said something creepy. What did he say? It's supposed to be an heir to the Empire movie starring Thrawn and Ahsoka. It's coming out 2027-28. Well, I think that's going to involve Mando, Ahsoka, and somebody else fighting Thrawn. Ezra, I guess. It'll be a movie. I'm sure.
I hear you.
Let me drink some water. My hydration has got to stay tip top. Yeah. Because Disney loves money, they had to bring Baby Yoda back. If only Baby Yoda had found Luke in season 1, TBH. I wanted the show to be a lot cooler than the Baby Yoda show. But that was the show we got. The Mando still did some cool stuff, even with Baby Yoda around. It's not as though having him around completely destroyed his style or something. There were lots of just funny moments in season 1 involving him. Lots of funny gags, like when Mando and Cara Dune are about to kill each other and Baby Yoda just watches them sipping, and Baby Yoda's also watching Mando kill people, Jawas, with the disintegrator rifle. Like, that's a funny dynamic. I like that. It just didn't stay fun the longer it went on.
More where that came from.
No trailer for Dune Part 3. Grogu's Disney's #1 marketing thing right now. That's true. That guy, that little baby made so much money. Since season Mando 1, which was great, there hasn't been any other good show other than Andor. Andor is separate, yeah, for sure. Andor is Andor.
Pure Pazaak.
Pure Pazaak. Retinal combat implant. Gotta love those. Everybody love retinal combat implant. Speaking of which, once I clear this floor, I should try and craft as much expensive stuff with chemicals as I can. Because I will not be able to do the same on Telos. I blank on the name of Telos often because I keep trying to say Terrace or Peragus. Atten, hurry it up, buddy. On a warm summer's evening on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to speak. I love Endor. It's one of the fear shows where my mouth is just agape watching it. Few shows where your mouth is just agape the entire time. I need to watch it still. I haven't gotten around to it. Everyone says it's good, and I believe them. I just have to watch it. Haven't gotten around to it.
Down to size.
Would be grand, I think. You can't see Pedro Pascal as any of the characters he plays anymore. You just think he's a creepy crybaby. I will admit the whole drama where people were thinking he was cheating. He was making the actress for Invisible Woman cheat on her husband with him. I thought that drama was funny. Like, oh, he's just anxious. And then memes were him. Pedro Pascal when he gets anxious, and it's just like a suggestive meme. I don't think he actually did anything weird with her. I don't think they actually did anything weird, but I don't know. The court of public opinion says otherwise, so. Because you know other than Andor and Mon Mothma, nobody's safe. And that's interesting. Still having that sense of dread for all the characters in the show, despite knowing 2 of them live past a certain point. That's pretty genius. And don't even get me wrong, Andor doesn't make it in Rogue One. Rogue One is actually a good Star Wars movie, by the way. I really liked Rogue One when it came out. I still think it's a good Star Wars movie. It deserves more credit for being how cool it was.
Everyone down.
When I think of the 2015 Star Wars property revival, I don't think of Force Awakens. I think of Rogue One. Rogue One is the memorable movie for me. Star Wars is best when they use unknown actors and actors only known for being in Star Wars. Yeah. Rogue One is my favorite Star Wars movie outside of the originals. Top 3? Top 3 is interesting. Top 3 quality-wise, probably, yeah. In comparison to ye old Solo movie. Why did they make that? And, yeah. Rogue One's really good, actually. It's not as good as Andor. Certainly not as nuanced as Andor, but it's really good. It adds a lot. Everything added in Rogue One, I think, is helpful and good for Star Wars. Especially with Andor coming out afterward. I don't think there's any bad things that came out of that movie. Alright, let's see what I can make out here. Anything expensive. I need a big and expensive gear. Let's look at the implants on Strategy Wiki. I need expensive stuff that I can make or cheap. Relatively cheap, anyway. Lornan implant. I'm not going to be able to make that. I can make the Strength D package. How good is that? $78. $78 dues. Not that worth. Retinal combat implant is worth 75 as well. Bio antidote system. Let me guess, 75? It is 75. Reflex package. I know advanced med packs are 40. Typically. Yep, 75. They're all about the same. Still pretty good though. 37, 37, 37, 37. So they balanced it correctly. They weren't trying to make anything too strong. Adrenal strengths, though. I'm pretty sure adrenals all cost 100 each, right? Consumables, KOTOR 2. Adrenal strength. No, they all cost 50. So not as worth. Mines. Mines are probably pretty expensive. Minor gas mines. Let's look at all the minor mines. See how good they are selling wise. Flash mines, that doesn't say anything. They all cost a lot of chemicals though, so it's probably not worth. Oh no, wait, no, hold on. Frag mines, they're worth 100, so yeah, they're not worth. Grenades. Grenades. Sorry if you guys are like giving me advice right now. I cannot see it. I am locked in looking at these strategy wiki entries. Frag grenade. Okay, frag grenades. Pretty worth it actually. Probably more efficient. Concussion nades aren't bad. Sonic grenades don't really have a price for some reason. Let's just make a bunch of frag grenades. With that in. Strength D is one of the worst implants. I have bias for episode 3 because that's what got me to Star Wars, but it's definitely the most visually spectacular movie. Yeah, a lot of people love episode 3 as
I hear you.
The best movie. It's really good. I enjoy. Oh shoot, adhesive grenades. It's probably not worth that cost, though. KOTOR 2, adhesive grenade. It can't be, right? Yeah. Yeah, not really. Yeah, no. No, I don't think so. Let's just frag it up. Nice. Alright, moving on. Krea's about to get her hand cut off. Wait for Beodur? No, we can't do that.
I have a bad feeling about
I
this.
can, on Telos' surface, use Beodur to craft stuff for value. But I need as much money as I can get for Telos, because Telos is going to be expensive. Adhesive? I said adhesive. Adhesive grenades. Is it just me, or does Beodur have the worst AI? Yeah, if you watch British Guy Gaming's videos, he sure does.
Don't.
Wait until you level up for cheaper crafting. I gotta make as much money as I can in between planets as possible. As humanly possible. I will keep that in mind, though. Hey, Scion. Hi, Scion.
I have come for the Jedi.
This battle is mine alone. I am not defenseless.
That's true.
He
However,
cannot kill what he cannot see, and power has blinded him long ago. Run. I shall be along shortly.
but wait, that's a contradictory statement. Are you going to be a long, or will you be short? Guys, I think she's a liar. It's Rockman. I'm in a minority of people who think Attack of the Clones is the best prequel. I have literally no idea why I like it. I just do. It's because you're a contrarian. And you like stirring people's reactions. How dare you? Attack of the Clones must have been so infuriating for people watching it when it first came out.
Let me take care of this.
People who watch the Clone Wars and stuff. Whoa, what the hell is that? A static blaster? Yo, what? That's really good. That's really decent, and it's upgradable with the scope. What? Dude. Luck. That's good luck. We gamble, and we get good luck. Deadass, 100 for sure. And we got our Vibroblade as well. Can't complain. Gotta love it. Alright. Now, if I could get that armor that lets me use force powers while also wearing that armor, that'd be great. ESB, better than Revenge. Return of the Jedi, better than ANH, prequel sequels. Got it. A New Hope, prequels, sequels. I would say I love the Camino storyline. Jango is better than Boba. Jango is better than Boba. Especially recently with how Boba's representation has been really bad. That's who I was thinking of. It was going to be Ahsoka, Mando, and Boba fighting against Thrawn. But nobody likes Boba right now. Poor Tamura Morrison. 6 frag grenades. Wow. Alright. Let's craft. Let's Minecraft. Let's create some items as good as we can. Wow, I can create a lot of field pistols and long swords. Probably ain't worth much. Melee shields. They're probably worth a lot, right? I could probably spam those. I can also, of course, craft upgrades, which would be smart. But nothing I have is guaranteed to stay. I will craft strengthening underlay, though. That is a good idea. I have one of those at beck and call. I do know that I got a Viper Blade. I saw it. Sledge 3 is better than A New Hope. Negative income? Well, we will certainly be operating at a loss at all times, like all gamblers do. But we're going to try and get as much income as possible. And offset our income losses by winning at Pazaak. On Telos, we can absolutely go positive, and go very positive if we win a lot. Mostly because of the one dancer girl on Telos. That would make us a lot of money. Field survival pistol. What can I spam craft? What is the value of a field survival pistol? $63 each? And that only costs 3? Guys. That may be really good. Long swords. I know those are dog shit. I know those aren't good. They can't be.
Just say the word.
I'm gonna make the wild assumption that oh, I can't make them here. I can't make them with him. I can make the Mandalorian melee shields though. They also cost 3. Well, how much is a Mandalorian melee shield? $60, so similar. And I'd probably have a higher chance of actually getting 60 out of those because it's a shield. It's more useful. Oh man, that's really good. I can spam those for so much money. I don't really know how much upgrades cost. Armor upgrades. KOTOR 2. I don't think they cost a lot. Yeah, most of the Mark 1s and 2s are useless, worthless for the most part. Mostly worthless. Not worth the cost. Once they get into tier 3 though, that's when they start costing hundreds per. So we'll go away from armor upgrades. I'll assume it's... Well, let's double check. Let's double check. Yeah, it's about the same. Okay, I'm gonna assume it's the same. Lightsaber upgrades. Yeah, let's assume those are bad too. Alright, fellas, so either Mandalorian melee shields or field pistols. We just spam a bunch of those, we get a lot of money. Loss. Loss? That word has no meaning on this stream. Nobody posts the gif or the meme of loss. Yeah, I sell it in minus 40%. So I will be operating at a loss most of the time. And that's going to be most of the challenge. Winning so much that I can make up for that 40%. And budgeting when I don't make up for that loss. Forgot about this game's crafting because you never used it. When you play it on normal difficulty, you don't need crafting. But when you play it on advanced difficulty, you need crafting. It's much, much harder if you don't interact with crafting. Aren't lightsaber upgrades worth a lot? I'll check. I'll double check. I'm pretty sure they're not that good at tier 1 and 2. But we'll see. Yeah. Tier 1 lightsaber upgrades aren't worth much. Even tier 2s, really. Not worth that much. Let's craft a shit ton of field pistols. Let's do half field pistols and half Mando melee shields, so we can see which one's actually better. Ten of those. And now that I think about it, how good are energy shields? Those got to be costing like 50, right? And I wouldn't mind being able to buy more energy shields, because I'm gonna need them throughout the run. So I wouldn't mind having a good stock that I make for myself and then rebuy. Energy shields, 31 each. So technically, even more valuable. Yeah, let's make those. Just spam energy shields. Disciple? You like Disciple? Impossible. How long till we get to gambling? I want to watch some Pazaak. Should be soon. Just gotta get off this planet. Gotta get off. Huygen, Peragus. Peragus is just a long level. Through no fault of my own. This level is Le Torture. Pure Pazaak. Hello, Gandalf. Welcome. Am I going to save scum? No. No save scumming allowed. General Kenobi. Hope you're having a great night, Gandalf. Glad to see you here. Glad to see you make it, my dude. The game's been running too long. It's automatically skipping dialogue.
My master, faint, weak.
Your senses betray you, as you betrayed me.
After all that's happened, still you live. You are difficult to kill.
For one as limited as you, perhaps. To have fallen so far and learned nothing, that is your failing.
The rage bait
is yours. No longer do your whispers crawl within my skull. No longer do I suffer beneath teachings that weaken us. And now you run in search of the Jedi. They are all dead, save one, and one broken Jedi cannot stop the darkness that is to come.
Perhaps we shall see.
Scotland. Let the past die. Did you know that in the files, Kreia without her hand is called Gimped Kreia?
What's wrong? Are you all right?
Kreia Gimped.
Damn it! What happened?
You look fine. Lock in. Let's go one-handed.
It's a utility.
Hello, Clanker. We love our pet Clanker. He will clank for us. Clank, Clanker boy. Yeah, we don't want to give him a field survival pistol. Heavy blaster, though. I forget. We're gonna have to strip T3 bare before we leave Telos. Somebody remind me to do that. T3 is cool. We love T3. Even though he got me killed that one time. But it was only one time, so I can forgive it. 43 energy shields, lol. Lamau, lol. Hey, mind turning that mine off? Surely you can do it, right? Not gonna mess up. It's an average. I don't think you can do an average. Well, you can disable it. I will have to remove all the items off T3 because he will become inaccessible for a very long time. After he is... after he is taken away by the handmaiden. Flown away. Flown and thrown. You annoy me. Got him. Check out this ion grenade that I found. Wow, it didn't even kill them. Well, I can tank that mine. I'm not at. Got him. Nice. The mine, the mine. No, not the nightmares. Mining away. I don't know what's a mine, I'll mine it anyway. In this Minecraft world, so beautiful. Mine diamonds. I'm so mad that they kill off T3 in the Exile in the Revan book. Me too. Me too. Similar situation to the sequels. Ruining a character's legacy just so that the story can continue with new people. Absolutely sliming the Exile, ruining her entire legacy. Just so... Yeah, and Revan's legacy too, don't get me wrong. Just so that SWTOR can happen. Like, come on, bro. If Vitiate was not a character, if Vitiate was not in SWTOR, I think SWTOR would still be fine. Because we have Malgus. Malgus is a fine main Sith leader to have. They've only realized this now, however many years after launch. Revan could have had a normal-ass life. Mitra Surik as well. They could have had a happy go about their lives. But nah, Revan's a deadbeat dad who got sent to the Shadow Realm for 300 years. Mitra Surik got stabbed in the back by a coward. And T3 got killed in the crossfire. It's outrageous.
Everyone
it's unfair.
down.
Have to make the MMO cash, I guess, bro.
More where that came from.
Revan never even got to meet his kid, which is really lame, I agree. At least he got to meet Satil and Theron. At least that's something. But then again, we never see that happen. It's just assumed, it's hoped that perhaps he got to see them and say, yo, what's up? I left your great-grandma, great-great-great-great-great-grandma to go fight a threat that sucks and is stupid and I hate him. That is how Revan would speak, by the way. True and real. In the end, it's all about family. Family. Indeed. So, chat, do you think Bastila remarried? I don't think she did. But she would have had a lot of time. Just saying. Given the age gap and all that. Revan is Vin Diesel, true. If it was all about family, he would have stayed around instead of being a deadbeat. No, no, I have to go fight Vitiate, I swear, it's very important. Like, nah, bruh, you just ain't helping. I don't think she does. In the book it mentions there are kids but never Bastila remarrying. I see. You promised me a 10 parsec YT1 300. I lied. In the end, it's all about irony? Bruh. That's not ironic, that's just moronic. And tragic. There's an epilogue part of the book where Bastila's really old and she hasn't remarried. Remember that part in the Revan book where the exile was like, you know, I had a crush on Revan. Like, what? Why? Why is that needed? What in the self-insert are we talking about here? Why isn't your deflector showing? What the? There it is. Let's make this a little faster, yeah? I like the rest of the Revan book, just not the end with Candace becoming Mandalore was really cool. That did happen in 2, though. Oh, no, wait, the official act of him becoming Mandalore, though. Yeah, that does sound cool. But Exile and T3 dying and Revan not even meeting his kids. Yeah, it's so lame. It's a really lame ending for those characters. And a lame continued existence of Kevin KOTOR. He didn't deserve all that, man. Okay, maybe he did. He has a lot of sins. But like, I like him. He was me. He was a little booey me. Gotta go to work tomorrow morning because I didn't bring my laptop home and we have a snowstorm. Ah, yeah, you're up north, huh? Good luck with the snow up there. Hope y'all don't get too overwhelmed. See you around. Thanks for coming by, Sledge. I appreciate it. I will see you around. By the way, while I'm bringing it up, while I'm talking about streaming and whatnot, tomorrow I may be busy. I am not certain for how long I will be busy. At the very least, I may come home late from an outing. So I will be streaming. If I do stream, it will be later than usual. I will put a community post up and let you guys know the details of my stream tomorrow. How late I'll be, if I'll be too late, and I'll just forego it for that day.
Everyone down!
I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. I will let y'all know.
Let's settle this.
Winning. We can finally do some gambling. The last thing we're probably going to do on this stream is gamble. Do a real quick gamble. You don't go outside.
More where that came from.
We all know your only friends are us.
I hear you.
Damn, don't have to call me out like that, bro. It's kinda mean. It's kinda mean.
Just say the word.
The word. Getting lots of modifications for our sword, that's pretty nice. I didn't put any upgrades into my sword though, so like, whatevs. Turn that off. What do you expect from mean? You're right, I guess I should expect this from the bird, the goose, the terror, the taciturn terror, the one who even the ELO machine does not abide by. What inspired this run? gambling. IRL. Well, I just wanted to do a challenge around Pazaak, and I couldn't think of a good challenge until now. I like this rule set that I've come up with, and I think it'll be very fun. I like playing Pazaak. I think Pazaak is a lot more fun than most RPG, like, tabletop games. You know how lots of RPGs have just random games to play, like New Vegas having Caravan, The Witcher having Gwent. I think Pazaak is pretty awesome among the list of RPG world-building games. So, I wanted to do a challenge about it.
Just say the word.
Here we are. Oh, wait, never mind. I thought that said Deadly Mine. I was about to go blow up. I know there is online Pazaak. I know you can do it on Discord. Once I hit 10k and make the public Discord, that's going to be one of the things I do. Oh, great. Thank you, Han Solo. One of the things I do will be holding Pazaak tournaments in that Discord. And it's going to be awesome and epic. We're going to see who the best Pazaak player in the community is. So far, Slinky on the Gorilla Club Discord server, for those of, for anyone in the chat for any members in the chat who know about the Gorilla Club, which is the exclusive Discord currently for people who are in that, member rank, Slinky is the best Pazaak player so far. Slinky has not lost a game. The worst computer card game is Caravan. I have an idea for a Caravan challenge I want to run in New Vegas as well. Maybe if this run does well, I'll play New Vegas and play a Caravan only run. Where is this Pazaak shit? I can't find it. There's a Pazaak bot in the Gorilla Club Discord. You can use the commands to play Pazaak with anyone in the server. On the Discord, it's a bot, yeah. It's pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking awesome. But yeah, a Caravan run I think would actually be pretty fun. The rules of that challenge would be only doing quests that are given by Caravan players or linked to Caravan players. Stuff like that. I heard Beodur, yeah? Who has subscribed. Brendan Reamer, thank you very much for the subscription, dude. Welcome to the channel. Alright, we're almost done. We can almost do gambling. Slinky has unbeatable luck so far, yes. Slinky is as of yet undefeated in the Pazaak department. Strip T3, thank you for reminding me. I was totally gonna forget. I was absolutely gonna forget. $30 circles, my slime. Appreciate you.
Just say the word.
The word. So if anyone in the Gorilla Club wants to challenge Slinky and beat his 2 pairs of exchange casual gloves, kind of goated. Heat shielding, Rylith power cell. Lame. I need to gamble. That is very useful indeed. So, if anyone wants to join the Gorilla Club Discord, or anyone on the Gorilla Club Discord wants to be the best Pazaak player, come challenge Slinky, as Slinky is the current champion. Okay, I think we're ready to leave. We will be doing that thing where we let all the Sith troopers on the ship so we can kill them for XP. And get more loot drops. Most importantly, get more loot drops. Very, very important. Alright, let him on, let him on. Come on in, fellas. Come on in, yep. Single file, single file. Single file, one at a time. Kill 5 of the troopers as you can only have... Oh, okay, fine. Well, I guess I can. There's 5. That's why I get the most XP. Ballin'. Hey, man. Yep, come on in, come on in. Get right on in. What terrible troopers, they walk right in front of the gun. They aren't known for their life expectancy, I don't think. They're a little stupid. Prepare to repel the borders. 19? You lied! Liar! Chat, ban this guy. Ban this guy right now. Can't believe that I would be lied to by my own chat. There were 25 troopers out there. Kill this guy, Jimmy Bean. Did the boarding Sith drop any loot? Yes, they do. So that's why we want to. That's why we want to let them all on. See what we can get from their drops. Anything good? Possibly, maybe. Beat the beat him up, T3. Yeah. Show 'em what for. Damn. Damn, you didn't have to do all that. Alright, they're all meleeing me, actually. I don't want that. Level up. Love to see it. I don't care if T3 dies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, hey, people, Imri's here. Is this the Pazaak run? Yes, yes it is. We are Pazaaking it up very soon, actually. We're going to have a game of good old Pazaak to do. Right now, we're just trying to get off Telos, or Peragus, get as much loot as we can before getting to Telos, because of the rules which are listed below. Take a peek at those. If you have any questions, I can clarify on any questions that you have. What do I want? What do I want? May as well get Plague. That's a strong power to have. No matter what. Work on Plague for later. I wonder if Pazaak and Sabak are related. Yeah. They're related, but Sabak is the uglier cousin that we don't like to talk about. KOTOR 2 is great because of BioWare. Mass Effect 4 Eve. Mass Effect 4, I'm still waiting on them to release new details about that. if it will be anytime soon. Welcome, Commander Zoe N7. Good to see you. Forced COVID. That is what it is. The Mako is double parked. Please find a valid parking spot. Chat question: the Mako or Scooter's cars from Borderlands? You can only choose one. I think Pazaak is Star Wars Outlaws. I'd like Pazaak over Pazaak. Get this guy out of the chat. This guy is a total liar and a hater. Doesn't even like Pazaak. Sigh. Inertial inhibitor? That's not good, right? That's bad. That's really good! Look. It'll sell for a lot. Surely. It'll sell for a lot because it's really good, guys. Where are these Sith troopers? There they are. Am I playing KOTOR right now? No, it's not out yet. I will play it when it comes out, hopefully before 2030. I will absolutely play KOTOR. That'll be great. I'm sure. Ooh, drugs. Nice, nice. I played Siege with Bro for like 5 hours today. And then K-Seed for almost 5. Moors till 4. This is a great stream to finish my day and fall asleep with. Awesome. Missed the soundtrack. Really love KOTOR. Ditto. KOTOR, Motor. KOTOR, KOTOR, Motor, SWOTOR, KOTOR 2.
If they hit us, we're dead. But if somebody...
Yeah, I can't hold on to a lightsaber. I'll have to re-buy it twice to keep it permanently.
That'll take... Hold on.
Rotor. KOTOR won't be coming out until 2030, and that's being generous.
Just kill the planet because
they suggested that it wouldn't take that long. But we'll see we'll see if that's true.
You. Also in private, we will be mercifully free from the opinions of imbeciles and fools.
look, not like I care or anything.
Look, not that I care or anything, Baka. Baka, sussy. Halo campaign evolvably releasing soon. Ooh, I don't know how that's gonna go after they said that they were gonna use AI a lot. Did anyone see the Star Wars XCOM clone? Yeah, I did see that. I don't know if they've released any new info about that. I'll play it. I have to go talk to Kreia. Chat. I just want to gamble. I guess while I'm here I have extra time to craft as well, so that's helpful. Excuse you, T3. Get all these computer spikes as well. Increase our revenue. Create or break down items. Nice. Star Wars Zero Company. Yep, I heard about it. Just that don't know if they've released anything new about it. Once it goes on sale for like 60% off. I'm sure it'll be fun. I'm sure it'll be great. Probably wait a month or two to buy new games. the game's been on for too long. It's just skipping all my dialogue automatically. Influence lost, Kreia. Oh, boo-hoo. I'll survive. We'll talk to her again later. For now, we just need to progress Telos enough to gamble.
How's our... Alright, not... You got a point. So...
Telos. Hello, Telos. More like campaign devolved, made in UE5, made by 343. I'll bet it'll completely watered down.
Attention. This
OG Bungie devs are dogging
the
on it
welcome
already?
party.
Really?
You may
Damn.
not know what happened, so don't blow it.
I'm Lieutenant Gren. Telos.
They claim Zero Company will launch this year. Well, that doesn't really leave much room for interpretation. Well, it leaves way too much room, actually, because it's the beginning of the year. No month. What is KOTOR Fate of the Old Republic? It is a new installment into the Old Republic games, not a direct sequel to KOTOR 2 or SWOTOR or KOTOR 1, but it exists in that era. It will be coming from the same people who made KOTOR 1. It was announced at the Game Awards, and it will be coming before 2030. That was their promise. But it's very, very early into development. Like, very, very early. They're still hiring a lot of jobs. Time for gambling, yes, finally. Hurry up.
Tell me I'm not going to jail again.
You're going to jail again, you deserve it. Have I watched any videos by JJ Plagiarisms? I think the guy has some good points, but he kind of hates too much. No idea who that is. Nope. Have not watched any of his videos. Hello, handmaiden. Hello, Brianna.
You will be held.
Hurry up.
Well, we might be here for a while. Might as well get comfortable.
Indeed.
So this is the last of the Jedi. I must admit, I'm a little disappointed.
Chat, beat this guy up. Get him sick. You beat his ass. Lol.
The security.
Is your gambler also a crit build? Oh, that's a really good idea!
These will serve as your quarters for the duration of your... Again,
I can do that. I can do that. I can pivot. That would be a great idea. I should do that. Base the Last Jedi hater. I also dislike The Last Jedi.
We can.
There is such a thing as hating on something too much. You just find random things to hate that aren't very important to why it should be hated. You're just hating on it because it's popular and you want views. So it's certainly possible to be too annoying. What up, Chodo? Oh shit, right. I kind of need money. I may have to like not work with these guys. Get the fuck out. I need dollars. No. Kreia hating Atten so much makes me laugh. Yeah, keen weapon mods. And high strength for melee. That's the way to go. I don't think... Actually, no, it may not be the play, because Crit Strike doesn't work with hands. Flurry works with hands, but Crit Strike doesn't. If unable to have a weapon because I'm out of money. My hands are my only reprieve, my only respite. So I'm gonna need flurry hands more than I'm gonna need crit.
Thank you.
We should get...
Over 250 people watching and 2 likes. We gotta step it up.
Explain something to me.
Only 2 likes. Bug.
But to...
Chat. Nobody here likes me. I am
I've come
hated.
to
Unliked. Called washed.
Well, now what? We can't just stick around. We need to find a way off this station. Whether it's the Ebon Hawk or some other ship.
Alright, so I would be ending the stream by now, but since we're still here, before we do gambling, let's of course change this. We're on a gambling planet now. That's kind of going to be all over the screen, isn't it? Let's get at least 1 game of Pazaak in. The Gambler Run. Indeed. That is what we are doing. Let's go get our shit. Our items that we need to sell. Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it. Yeah.
What is it?
Beat the ass. A 100 quatlus on the Jedi. Oh, what Lu? What Lu? This build is awesome. Yeah, dude, we love throwing hands. So far, so good. Still very early. There we go. Yep, there we go. Okay. Give me my shit.
You will find them in the security lockers.
Thanks. Fuck off. Okay, we need to use all that we have. Ooh, gray Jedi robe. That's good, right? How good is that? What the fuck? And I'm not going to be able to buy that back. That's really good. That's a really freaking good drop. Alright. We're officially completely destitute. We have no gear on. We're going to sell everything very, very soon. I think we'll sell everything next stream, just so we, you know, don't lose the chance of our vendors like randomly despawning everything. That'd be really weird. I think it's possible. We got, how many credits we got right now? 2,000. We're looking pretty darn good. Let's just buy some Pazaak cards and get playing, right?
Hey there.
Mebla Dune. Card flip. This card changes the sign, positive or negative. All the 2s and 4s at play. Don't like that. Just gonna do this.
Hey there.
Gambling time.
Sure.
Let's play for money. Gambling! Gambling! Yes! Sell your clothes. I think you get $1 for them. True, I will have to do that. Gambling, 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 gambling. We're winning. We're not really winning. They got a 20. That's okay. We can get a 20. But not a great start. That's okay. It's just one set. And they used a card. So that's helpful. We have room. See, there's our 20. They get a free 20, of course. Sure. Why not? They get a pure Pazaak. Bust, bust, bust. Standing on 18, you fool! We're back in the game, fellas. We're back. We're back to oh my god. Alright. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Got this. Wow, we're just not lucky. The pure Pazaaks are not on our side, bro. Alright.
Looks like luck was on my side this time.
Alright, so not a great start. Already lost 40 credits. So that's a great omen to end the run on. To end tonight's stream on. Okay. Minus cards are doing too well. We didn't get the high minus cards. Yeah, we only got minus ones, which are really, really bad. Oh well. Anyway, thank you all for watching tonight. 250 viewers is crazy. Haven't had that happen before. Thank you guys all for hanging out with me tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. I will let you all know in a community post what time I will be back. Usually I come back 7:30 p.m. EST, 7:30 p.m. EST Saturdays, Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays. I will be busy tomorrow doing a thing, so if I am back later, I will let you know. And if I'm too late, then I will cancel. I'll let you know in a community post. KOTOR and so glorious indeed. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for hanging out, and have a good night. Rest well, people.